Everyone, and welcome to this video. Today I'd like to take a bit of time and talk about collaborative infrastructure as code. So this is the second part. Today I'd like to talk about how you consume something that some of your other colleagues maybe have provided. Or for instance, if someone has created a module in a private registry in Terraform, Terraform Cloud or Terraform Enterprise, how can you actually use that and incorporate it in your code? So for a recap, in the previous video, we created something, a Terraform AWS a Lambda module, which is supposed to kind of solve the how you call it, solve the cold start problem, right? So as you can know, as I mentioned in that video, it is not everyone knows exactly how to do this, and like this scenario, I assumed that someone in your organization has discovered this solution, and then now they want to share it with you, and now you're supposed to kind of incorporate that into your code. Well, of course, as you can imagine, this is really powerful because the collaboration and communication when you're in DevOps, that is exactly what DevOps is all about. All right. Anyways, so we created this. We uploaded our code. We created this releases. I updated that code. So if you want the latest version, just please go ahead and go to the GitHub repo that I'm going to post. And based on that, I just this module was updated, right? So right now, I'm just going to show you how you can consume that. So of course, I'm in Terraform Cloud. Then I go to my organization, and then I go to my registries, and then into modules. Right. So let's say I don't know a lot about Terraform. I might know a bit, but I don't know a lot about AWS. I don't know a lot about Lambda. I don't even need to. I'm going to show you why. When I go, I go here, I just go forward. And now firstly, I want to see what this module does. Of course, this is the description. It's good. Of course, it's always good to have a proper description and a proper README. But I see what are the inputs of my module. I see that there are 2 required, but many optionals, and that is what I meant. So the source, when someone needs to deploy a Lambda function, they need to have a source code, right? You cannot just create a Lambda from thin air, right? So you need a source path and the target path. You need to say, this is my code, and I also want to kind of build the artifact out of it. But these are all the default ones, right? So I have the concurrent execution. As you might remember, this is exactly what solves the Lambda, the cold start problem. The default is 1, and so on and so on. I'm sorry, this is actually the one that is going to solve the Lambda problem, the provision concurrent execution, not the concurrent execution. So anyways, these are the inputs, and I also see what are the outputs that I can use. So you can, when you're creating the module, you can choose how many outputs or whatever output you want to give out. But these are the outputs that I'm getting. All right, now I want to incorporate it in my code. How I can do that? The easiest way is to click on this designer button that I just clicked. Then click here. Again, click next. And here I can even give the default value, give the values here in the UI before I just add it before adding to my code. But I'm gonna say for the required ones, I'm gonna say I'm gonna defer it. I'm going to give it after the fact, after I downloaded this code. All right. So now I have 2 choices. I can download the TF file that Terraform Cloud is going to provide me with, or I can get this configuration, download, copy that, and copy it in my code. And I'm going to do that now. I'm just gonna take this code. In fact, I've done it, but I'm going to show you how easy it is. This is the part that we are going to need, and this is it. All right. What does it replace? It replaces these many codes. These many lines of code. These are about 80 lines of code that I'm going to save when I'm using my private registry. So this is really powerful, because when you're deploying a Lambda function, you need to have S3 buckets. You need to have kind of zip that data. You need to, of course, again, that goes without saying, you need this the proper how you call it, the proper number of concurrent executions of your Lambda function. You need the proper role. You need to have also have included a logging logging for my code, of course, in the logging group for my CloudWatch. So that is it, right? This is exactly how I incorporated. This is this portion, and I also added the my Lambda function, the outputs of my Lambda function here into my Terraform code. And as you can see, the difference is just like these are the two differences between the kind of traditional one without private module and with the private module. All right, and now right now, if I go, because this is in Terraform Cloud, I can go right ahead and do a Terraform plan or Terraform apply or whatever. All right. So yeah, this would run in the Terraform Cloud, and I don't think that would be interesting for this particular topic. The main thing, this is how you can consume your private module registries. All right. Thanks. Cheers.